think I'll watch Requiem for a Dream, although my friend warned me that it would corrupt my young, innocent, fragile mind. Oh well! In what way does film/movies influence the young audience today?
In what way? So many ways. Like, as we all know, movies are being categorized into so many things, like action, violence, drama, thriller, and everything. So, as a young person, most likely they will emulate the character which is being shown in the movie. Either he or she wants to be like her, the star itself, or wants to maybe grow up someday and become like a superhero or what. So whatever is the movie, most likely that depends on how the person views the movie. Either if he look at that movie as positive or negative, that depends on her or him.
Okay. Do you think it's appropriate to expose issues like gangs, frats, prostitutions, drug addiction through films or movies?
Well, for me, it's yes and a no. If we talk about the yes, as I've said a while ago, that there should be somebody to guide that person or that young person who's watching that movie. So there is a positive side there if the person is being exposed to those kinds of movies like drug, gangsters, violence, so that that person who views the movie will understand what is really happening in a violent situation, like for example if they're being hold up or kidnapped or about to be killed. At least the person who views the movie will know what is going to be the outcome.
Does film influence the young audience today?
Well, first I think that it exposes them to issues like terrorism or stuff like that, or gay rights, or the RH bill, or if someone ever makes a movie about RH bill in the Philippines, they could have like different opinions about those specific movies, and they could actually develop their creativity with Harry Potter and stuff like that.
Do you think it's appropriate to expose issues like gangs, frats, prostitution, drug addiction through films?
Well, prostitutes, I don't think so, because I don't want my kids to know about prostitution. Because personally, if I knew about prostitution at a young age, I would like that shit. I'm sorry. Personally, if they're too young, I don't think so. At a certain age, I mean, they're bound to know that anyways. Yes, it's a form of art, and I think that it depends on the child if how he interprets those movies.
Films influence the young audience today?
Today, film/movies, right? So today, contrary to what I think the media is saying, and like the MTRCB and like the elders are saying that it influences the young people in a negative way because of the violence, the sex, and whatever is happening in society. They portray it in movies. I think it's actually it's better that they do it that way. That it's better that it's made into a movie. So they think, rather than them thinking that they could do it, they would think that it's fictional. It's fiction. It's made for the movies. In reality, they won't be able to do the things that they see there, and in those movies, in those films. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's reality. So I think there's no point in saying that youngsters can't go to the movies anymore, or they shouldn't watch this, they shouldn't watch that. Maybe we just have to stick to and be strict with the ratings. That's it.
In what way does
Films and movies influence
The young audience.
young audiences today? Okay, so first of all, it teaches people about sex, which makes them a lot hornier. And don't deny it, I bet all of you out there watching are hornier because of movies. And what else? I think it makes people more creative, or more, it fuels their imagination more, which is good, especially at this time where things keep changing. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the 50s or in the 20s or whatever, when they were still making things colored, now things are as flat as credit cards, and they do all sorts of shit. I mean, come on. That's pretty good shit.
Exactly. So do you think it's appropriate to show issues like rape, frats, prostitution in films?
I think it depends on what the stand of the film is, because if it's pro, then of course, no, that's not good. But if it's negative, it shows the pros and the cons, then I think that's okay. Just so that people who want to experience it or are curious about it will know what it's like or have an idea what it's like. But yeah.
I wanted to see if the answers would vary if coming from an art student or a businessman regarding these kinds of questions, because I feel like you can see a difference, especially because they were raised differently, they were taught different things. In my opinion, films have a huge influence, especially to the young audience, because their minds are so adaptive and spongy in nature that they would pick up anything that interests them. Example, if they're exposed to a film promoting drug usage, definitely they'll develop this sort of curiosity, and this curiosity will not be satisfied until they actually experience it. I think it's appropriate to show these kinds of issues through film because it will, in a way, also show the effects and consequences that people will get themselves into if they choose to engage into these kinds of issues. I also think that it'll pose as a sort of challenge, especially to the young audience, whether they will do what's right or what's wrong. And I think it's best to expose them as early as, not exactly as a child, but when they understand more, they have a better grasp of the idea. So that, yeah, like I said before, if they are presented, if they were in a situation regarding these issues, they'll know what to do.